Welcome guys to the new episode of Python programming series. In this episode we are going to discuss about strings in Python. So as I have mentioned before also, like you can consider the strings like this. For example, we write Python programming, okay? Now this is called a string. Basically string is a series of characters, which means combining individual characters like P, Y, T, H. Okay, so these are individual characters which are combined to form one string Python, and each string starts with index 0. For example, P is available at index 0. Okay, P is available at index 0, Y is available at 1. So these numbers are called as index. So whenever you want to access these characters, you can use these indexes. For example, if I write course is equals to Python programming, okay, now if I print course at index 0, okay, so this will print the first character, which is P. Okay, so let's run this. As you can see here, we have the output here. Now if I print 6 or 5, okay, so what will be the output? So here we have P at 0 index, Y at 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So N will be the output, okay. And if I print 6 here, so this is also gets counted, okay. So if I print 6 here, the space will be printed, which will be not visible, but here we have the 6th character. And if I print 7th character, again we have this, okay. So in this way you can access the complete string with this format, okay. If I type -1 here, so this is 0, and if I type -1, it will count the number from last, it will count the characters from last. So here the output will be G, okay. And if you type 2, it will print this. So by giving the negative index, you can print the string in reverse format as well. This is also possible in Python, okay. Now for example, if I type here Codzify, okay, now I want to print this in single quote, so this will be possible, right? So if I print here and I will remove this will print Codzify's Python programming course, okay. So this is possible. Now if I give the single quote here, so the Python interpreter here gets confused what to print, right? So here we have this single quote, here also we have single quote. So according to Python interpreter, this will be the syntax error. So we need some way to print this kind of string, right? So for that you can print it in double quotes, but if you want to print double quotes here, then you have to change the initial quotes with single quote, okay, like this. So you can manage that based on your format, okay. Another thing which you must know is the methods used in Python. Now to print the length of the string, you can use the length function like this. So to print the length of this string course, you can use it this way. So we have the length as 35. So if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So we have to count this from 1, okay. From 1 till here it is showing 35. Now this is one function. Now if I want to print this string in uppercase, that means I want this Python in uppercase format. Here you can see the output Codzify's Python programming course. Okay, if you want everything in lowercase, you can print it this way as well. Okay, so this will print the string in slicing format. This is called as slicing, which means from first index to the last index this will print. Okay, like this. Now if I add some number here, for example 4, okay, for example like this 8. So what this will print is, it will count from 0 till the 8 minus 1 character, which means 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, the 8th character will not be printed here. So as you can see here, the output excluding the 8th character, everything is printed. Okay, now if I type here 2 4 to 8, so it will start from 0 1 2 3 4 from I to till 8th index. Okay, so you don't have to count the 8 from this I only. Okay, let me show you. From here till here, so you have to count the numbers from here: 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7th and 8th. So even this character is getting counted. Okay, now we have to print the numbers from 4th index till 8th index. So excluding 8, that means till 7 we have to count. So this will be the output for this course 4:8. Okay, and if I write -1 here, so this will print the characters from 4th, which means from I till -1. -1 means, as I have told before, you can also get the letters from last index also, right? So this is -1 character. So from here till here, excluding this one, excluding the -1, it will print till here. Okay, now if you want to format the string, you can also use this way. For example, coding for beginners. Okay, so if I want to print it in some format like this, okay, if I want to print this message in this format, you can print it this way, right? Now if I change something here, for example, Codzify simplifies Python for beginners. Okay, so instead of coding here, I want Python, the value of this variable. So how you can do that? You can add the concatenation operator, which is this plus. Okay, and you can add this course over here, course here, and end this beginners. Okay, so here we have Codzify simplifies Python for beginners. So we didn't added this space over here. Okay, now you can run this. So Codzify simplifies this concatenation operator with this variable course for beginners. If I write here Flutter for beginners, then it will print Flutter. Okay, so based on the variable, it will change. So this is also one way you can print the formatted string. If you don't want that, you can also use this syntax like this, and directly you can write simplifies the name of variable in curly brackets and directly beginners, without writing concatenation and all that stuff. You can use the F quotes and directly write the variable name inside that. So if I print this message, you can see Codzify simplifies coding for beginners. So there are two ways you can print it, this way and that way also. Okay, now there are some more methods which you must know. For example, if I want to replace some character, okay, I want to replace this P. Okay, so I will write course of 0. Either you can write it this way, course of 0 with some character space. Okay, and yes, so you can see here we have printed the space over here and this. Now if I want to replace it with T, so it will print it like this. Okay, so another way you can add it like this also. If you want to replace the P with T, you can use this way. Okay, this is called as replace method. Okay, print is a function and replace is a method. Okay, or if you want to replace this program with some string, you can use that as well. Okay, so as you can see here, this particular string is also replaced. This is one more way you can replace the string characters as well. Okay, there is one more method which is count. For example, if I want to count the number of O in this particular string, so it will count it. O is appearing for 2 times. Okay, if I write P here, P is not present, it is returning 0. Why? Because we have the capital P here and we have given the P, small p here. So you must know Python is a case sensitive language, so we must provide the capital P here. Okay, if I write M, it is also giving us 2. There are more methods. For example, we have this split method as well. In our coming episode we will learn about list and for loop and all that stuff. At that moment we will study about split and join function. Okay, so right now we will keep it simple to make the thing simplified for you. We have this starts with okay, so here we are getting the true. Now if I write some other thing here, false, right? Similarly we have the ends with okay. Now if I write programming over here, it will give us true. Okay, so these are also the methods starts with and ends with, where you can use this when you want to give the email validation. These methods will be useful, right? You have to check whether the string ends with gmail.com or something like that, then you can use this starts with and ends with. Now there are more things. That means if I want to check whether the given string is digit or not, so when we apply a validation for phone number or mobile number, there you can apply these kind of methods. So it is representing false here. If I write okay, so you can use this to validate the phone numbers as well. Similarly we have the alphanumeric characters, Python. Okay, so there is one more method which is called as strip. This will be used to remove the white spaces, okay, from the string. It will remove the space from left, and if I give it rstrip, then it will remove the space from right. Okay, we have one more method which is, if I type like this, Python in course, it will check whether this string is available in the course variable or not. Okay, now if I give it small p over here, so it is giving us false. So I hope you got the understanding how to use strings in Python. I hope you learned a new thing in today's episode as well. In the coming episode we will learn about the operators in Python. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.